Ask some people of the Eastern Bloc of God, and they will describe to you a powerful shifting of a glorious tribe. Ask the Israelites of God, and they will tell you God of Moses, who gave us the Ten Commandments. Ask the pagan of God, and we tell you God of fire, God of water, God of this, God of that, and God of so many other things. The so-called Haitians made graven images of their gods, whom they were accustomed to worship. These images were but the visible fulcrum with which they were enabled to mentally concentrate on the deity which they desire to worship and thereby externalize in their lives. We present day Christians are to worship God of love. This we do only in theory, but in practice, we make for ourselves graven images of wealth, graven images of power, fashion, custom, and conventionalities. We concentrate on them and worship them, and they are thereby internalized in our lives. Welcome to Success Digest, where we simplify and discuss ingredients needed for your financial wellness, for your financial abundance, and live a happy life. I thank you for watching Success Digest video again, and I say welcome if this is your first time. Today we are discussing on the topic, your job, a commission or acquisition. Your job, a commission or acquisition. Commission means sending to do or to accomplish something. Sometimes it is an official charge or an authority to do something. On the other hand, acquisition is process of acquiring, where to acquire simply means to get or to gain, and it means to own something. Your job is your commission when you engage in a job that suits your interest, that suits your calling. When the purpose of your existence becomes manifested in the service you are performing to humanity and to the world, when you get what is called job satisfaction. Whereas it is an acquisition when you are doing the job as a means to acquire riches. Such riches are hardly used for the benefit of humanity, but for selfish interest only, believe me. I went through the profiles and biographies of men and women that become great in life. They all qualify for greatness through the service that they render to mankind, and none of them qualify as a result of his or her big fat bank account, unless and if such bank account is used for the advancement of and quality of lives of their generations. Listen to this. A man went into a trance within his own in his own room, and he saw an angel compiling a list of book of gold. He asked the man, "What are you writing?" And the angel replied, "Name of those who love the Lord." And so the man said, "Is mine inside?" Which the angel replied, "No, not so." Still, surely, the man said, "I pray thee then, write me as one that love his fellow men." The angel rose and vanished. The next night it came again with a wakening light and showed the names whom love of God had blessed. And lo and behold, the man name topped the list. Your love to your fellow man is expressed through the service you render to your fellow man. Your love for God is your love to your fellow man. So also your service to humanity is service to God. The irony of this analysis is the fact that those who devoted their life to the service of humanity, whose jobs fall under the commission that I mentioned, they never lack. They are full of life and are happy, and happiness radiates in their lives. They live a fulfilled life. They are wealthy, which is an adjective you can always use for those whose jobs are performed under acquisition. Many of us pursue a particular line of work solely for the monetary reward it brings without considering other beneficial consideration, including peace of mind and happiness. This is another mistake of ignorance. They are pursuing symbol of power rather than the power itself. They are pursuing fame instead of honor. They are pursuing riches instead of wealth. They are pursuing position instead of servitude. They race after money and other symbol of power. Rather, wisdom dictates pursuit of source of power rather than the power itself. Riches are only symbol of wealth, not wealth itself. And that is why you hear people saying wealth of experience. You never hear people say riches of experience. Riches is just the symbol. Wealth is the power, the source that brings riches. Get the power and ignore the symbol. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all other things shall be added. So says the preacher. You need to find the kingdom first before expecting other things to be added to it. All right thinking person in this life want happiness and peace of mind. But this comes only when you have three things: good health, love, and when you have sufficient supply of income to cater for your needs. A sick person cannot be happy no matter how rich and loved he or she is. And a healthy person cannot be happy no matter how loved if he is destitute. Hence, the three must be present to have a fulfilled life. Happiness will elude him whose primary goal and aspiration in life is to acquire money, simply because such can never have enough that is needed to arrive at that state of happiness. But he who is engaged in the business best suited to his uppermost interest shall be happy simply in the doing, shall perform more and better jobs enough to attract monetary remuneration. People will find their way to his door. Do not get me wrong. I do not say money is not important and that you should become a destitute. What I'm saying is that making its acquisition your only primary goal in life leads to frustration. The more you get, the more you want, and the more you will keep running for more. Pursue your dreams and become knowledgeable in your field of interest. There is no substitute for accurate knowledge. Become so well informed in your field, and the world shall hunt for you. They will look for you to serve you. They will beat their way to your door in such a way that you become money magnet. Money start to run after you. This happens when you take your job as your commission only. We work more and better when motivated by our interest to serve humanity than if the monetary remuneration only is why we are working. The great master whom we, the present day believer Christian, profess to follow, went about doing good. He had compassion for the world and served the world. In fact, he rebuked one of his disciples and was able to excommunicate him if he refused him to wash his feet. He was so rich and wealthy, he invented the first ATM by drawing money out of a fish. When he fed multitudes, he used only the lunch pack of a boy and did not organize fundraising conferences. He has no dwelling place that can be ascribed to his name. He went about on foot and had to borrow a boat to preach and to cross the river. What can we say of us nowadays? We call ourselves believers. We follow him only in theory. We believe only him in theory. But in practice, we make for ourselves graven images of wealth, graven images of power, fashion, custom, conventionalities. We concentrate on them and worship them, and they are now thereby externalized in our lives. So I'll ask you, what is your job to you? Is it a means to accomplish the purpose of your life, which is a commission, or is it channel to acquire riches, which is acquisition? You are your own judge. For more enlightenment on your financial awareness, come to us at Kenneth Consult Limited and allow us to discuss with you more ingredients needed for your financial abundance. We are the financial expert that specialize in financial management. We specialize in investing for you in Nigerian Stock Exchange and its management thereafter. Let us continue to travel together on this our journey of success through the paths of wisdom. To be informed is to be transformed, and not to be informed is to be deformed. My name still remains Kayode Enrayiton, and I can be reached on 07427942000 or 07951775255. Or better still, visit our website, kennisconsultlimited.uk. kennisconsultlimited.uk. If this our video benefits you, which I know it has, please like and share and visit Success Digest blog on the YouTube. Enjoy your success.